What's up, shifters? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Shifting Lanes, and this is one of the last times you will ever see this garage. In fact, it is the last time you'll ever see this garage floor looking kind of crappy because my cars are going to be coming in here in about 48 hours. But first, I am getting this floor redone by a really good company called Spectrum, and I'm gonna drop all of their stuff in the description below. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring you a vlog about the redoing of this garage floor, and if you're interested, you can always just get in touch with them. This isn't paid or sponsored or anything. I'm just making a cool video about it. So what I'm gonna do is make two videos about it. This vlog, as well as over there is a GoPro camera that I'm going to time lapse the entire process. And I'll put a couple of clips in this video for that. But for right now, let's just fast forward to me cleaning up this gigantic mess in here because I got to get everything off the floor and it's gonna take a while and it's already 10:30 at night. So let's get started. And here's the finished product. Well, not totally finished. I got to move this giant roof box with my wife and put that in the basement. But other than that, this floor is clean. It's as clean as it can be. The little broom I didn't go crazy with because they're gonna come in, they're gonna do a full like wet dry vac, then they grind it all down, but you'll see it in a few minutes in the video, what exactly they do. But you can just tell like the state of disrepair that this floor is in from cars, running in and out and in and out for years upon years. Because this is what the original floor looked like. It had paint on it, it was flat. But over the years and the erosion here living in New Jersey, this has just pitted out. It is so gross. It's just in a state, like I said, of disrepair, but we are going to repair it and it's gonna look really nice. So the flake is actually gonna come up this little wall here too. So it's gonna look super good. The walls we're gonna do next year because these are also, just a little gross, and this shelving has been in here since we moved in a couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's just been there. It's fine, but honestly, I'd like some cabinetry, some nice garage cabinetry there, maybe with some other shelving, maybe some wheel storage. Here it is, the last shot of the yucky garage. Let's fast forward to tomorrow morning when the guys are here and show you a little bit of what they're gonna do to clean up. And if I can't do that, then you'll just see them working. All right, guys, so it's the next day. I'm gonna walk outside. I'm not sure how much you're gonna be able to hear me, but I'll show you sort of what they're doing in B-roll. It's pretty nuts what these guys have done already. And it's only been about two and a half hours about filling and grinding. So I'm gonna switch it around so you can kind of see what's going on here. So I'm gonna yell, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but this is pretty nuts. All of this is now all filled in, and they're taking this machine, as well as there's a hand version of it, and all this stuff is here. These guys are doing an amazing job. So Spectrum Concrete Coatings is what it's called. I'll drop all of their stuff in the description below. But you can see what they do is they basically grind it down, they fill it with this gray stuff, and then they grind it again with these huge things. These things have diamond grinders on them, so everything is perfectly flat. They ground down the step, they're grinding down the whole floor. And this used to be all pitted out like I showed you guys before. So this is nuts to me. I can't believe how flat this is. I can't wait to see the finished product. This is gonna be insane. So we're in here, guys are over there working. They basically have filled all this in and ground it all down. So if you guys remember in the last shot, this was all pitted out and gross. So you can see where the filler has really filled in the most. Obviously here it's been ground out a little bit and it's down to just the normal concrete, but over here there would have been like a big pitting. So all of this is now filled in, and it's all filled in throughout the entirety of the garage. This is now totally flat. So if you guys remember when I put the camera down over here, this video a couple of days ago, all this was super pitted out. And if you saw from the time lapse from last night when I was cleaning this out, you could just tell it was all pitted out. So this is now totally flat. I'm like amazed this is even a thing. I can't believe this is crazy. Because I don't know if you guys have watched the other videos, but there are other companies that came in here and quoted me like $25,000 for a totally new slab, which is nuts. So this is not that. This is a total redo of what we already have. This is exactly what we needed. So I'm gonna put that back on for time lapse, give you a couple more videos in a few minutes, and the next thing you guys see is this thing gonna be basically a finished product. So let's cut to that. Well, they're done-ish. So this is like the first level, but check this out. I can't even believe, like, I've seen these happen a million times online. I've seen floor after floor after floor looking to get this redone, and honestly, it's not coming out on camera how good this really is. Like the flake looks so nice. Everything just looks so perfect. So this isn't done by any means. So what they're doing is they still need to like scrape and vacuum. So it's a little like, you can see the edge is a little like uneven there. There's like a little piling going on there. Basically what they do is they just take the flake and just like huck it everywhere. And what it does is it gives you full coverage, and then they kind of just like scrape it off and vacuum up like the rest of it, and then they reuse those for like other, other customers, because it's just flake going down. And after that, once they do that, they're gonna put the whole epoxy down. I still got the camera going up there for the time lapse, so you guys should be able to see everything that's going on. This is nuts. I gotta be honest, I am floored, pun extremely intended, for what this looks like. I can't even believe this is the same floor. And this is like 5 years in the making, guys. Like I've been dreaming about this since we moved in, to get this garage redone. And all this, like I said, this is gonna be next year. The walls and the cabinetry, hopefully. But man, like what an absolutely unreal difference this is. I cannot describe to you how happy I am. Like they could leave now and I would be happy. Obviously they won't, because they need like a top layer, but this is insane. I have no words other than insane, nuts, bananas, lots of other adjectives. But if you are interested in getting this done, I'll give you guys my pricing as well as how to care for this, because I think it's just important information for you guys to have. Let's finish up this garage floor build. Well, it's nighttime, guys, and it is all done. The smell is pretty potent, but that's because of the shiny new epoxy we got going on. Last time, obviously, a couple hours ago, you saw that they were just grinding away. They were scraping away, and they were basically blowing and vacuuming. And look at the difference. I mean, I cannot convey to you how this looks other than just coming here and seeing it in person. This looks like a brand new concrete floor with stuff on top of it. It's bananas. I keep using the same terminology because I really don't have any other words for it. So they did like a perfect edging here to the actual driveway pavement, but the seam is perfect all the way down. We basically have a new floor. This is gonna be where I do our live streams, which on this channel and on our Facebook page, we do live streams literally every week. I'm in here at a table with my car behind me every week. This is now the next thing. The floor is done. This is gonna be the backdrop for doing stuff here in the garage. The walls are the next thing. They obviously look absolutely like crap now compared to this floor, but this is gonna be a process. In the spring, I'm hoping to get this done with some new cabinetry and stuff, like I said. Let's fast forward to tomorrow morning before I pass out from these fumes. Well, it's a little bit more than the next day. It's actually over a month later. Today, I am filming in the middle of January. You can see that from the ridiculous amount of road grime and salt on the Polestar right now. But I wanted to show you this floor, how it's just held up over the last month. So I'm gonna spin the camera around. I'm just gonna walk you through, show you a little bit of the dirt, and also tell you about how to care for it. But I thought it would be important to make this video, or at least close out this video with this thing actually being installed for a month, because then you can see exactly how it has cured and how it's held up just over this, first little bit. So just like before, obviously you can see the floor is really nice. I am super happy with this. The edging is literally perfect across this entirety of the edging of the garage, and it's like that the whole way down. There's just a tiny bit of like over flaking here, but that's by design. It should be like that, so that when you can tape this off and you redo the walls, you have a nice, flaked edge to sort of go by. Now, obviously in the corners, there's some dirt now. This is now dirty here. It's a little hard to see on camera, but you can see it obviously as I'm rubbing my fingers, showing you the dirt. It is now lived in, and that was the whole point The purpose of doing this, you can see here, there's some salt stains and dirt stains just from the car being on the ground, and this has held up beautifully. I am scratching this as hard as I humanly can with my hand. Nothing. And that's the way it is. That's the way it should be. Nothing has gone wrong. Again, big dirt patch, no erosion underneath, and everything is as it should be. This came out so nicely. I'm staggered that we were even able to do this. The pitting and all the stuff that was here, all of it, it's totally flat. And when I was talking with my salesman, Dan, about this, he was concerned and said, you know, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to get this totally flat. But Joe and the guys, Joe and I believe it was Angel, they came in, it is perfectly flat. This is an unbelievable job that they did. And again, not being paid to say this is just, I'm very happy with the service. It's fantastic. The cars, they sit on here covered in dust and dirt, and water pools out of this so nicely now. So how do you care for this? It's actually really easy. You sweep it out and you clean it. They provided me with a cleaner. I don't have it, surprisingly, right here with all these other cleaners and stuff. But basically there's a cleaner you can use for this, or they said you can use a power washer. Obviously they recommend not using like the single nozzle where it has a 0 degree, just the shooter. Essentially part of it, you want to use the sweepers, which gives you like the 25 or 40 degrees of like broad, you know, power washing coverage that you see people using for the sides of houses. And you can literally just sort of water broom it all out of here. So totally fine to power wash, not super up close because you don't want to dig up the epoxy or whatever the top coat is, obviously. And yeah, the care is insanely easy. Sweep it out, clean it, mop it, power wash it, do whatever you want to it within reason, and it'll last still however long you need it to. And this came with a 15-year warranty. So if something happens, they can come in, repair, and it'll be good to go. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much to Dan, Joe, Angel, and the whole Spectrum team. They were super easy to deal with, super nice. They listened to me. They knew what I wanted, and they executed great. If you have, and this is just a quick PSA, if you guys have someone coming into your home or your apartment or whatever, and you want something redone, make sure you get multiple quotes. Like I said, we had people come in here, at least 5, and say, nope, not even fixable, you need a new slab, $20,000. I don't have that kind of money just lying around. I would need to save for another 3 or 4 years to even consider that. So for around $3,900, this is the finished product. And I am ecstatic that we were able to do this because this is what I wanted. And it's still the original floor, which has been repurposed, and we didn't have to waste materials of, you know, grinding out this concrete, taking it out, putting a new slab in. That costs me money, it costs materials, it costs this, that, and the other thing for companies and whatever. And we made it work. So I'm super happy with that. And if you do want to get in touch with them, I will drop their stuff in the description below. So you can get in touch with them if you're in the New York, New Jersey, you know, tri-state area. Maybe they can come out to you elsewhere, but super happy with what happened here. If you're watching this video and made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. Don't forget to smash the like button. And if you liked this, consider subscribing. We have more videos coming on the Polestar very soon. We also have a full time lapse of this floor coming out, not tomorrow, but probably the day after, just because I have to edit that. With that said, thank you so much for watching. You can always follow me on Instagram or any socials at RealGregsonM. And don't forget to follow us at Shifting Lanes everywhere else. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. See ya.